Hello, everyone, and welcome to Josie K Tarot's live video podcast. I'm Josie K, and we got some exciting energy that is starting to show up, right? Things have gone cyclical. So we went down into the negativity of what people were putting out. In 2018 and 19, people were thinking negatively about, I hate my job, I hate these people, I hate this or that. Therefore, things kind of crumbled, and the negative results were having to come to a point of reflection with COVID. And now the blessings are coming back around. We've had a moment to reflect, to observe not only unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles in others, but in ourselves as well. I've been explaining a lot lately about how important it is to think positively, right? Negative people will continue to experience negative results, and positive people, especially now, are going to be stepping into new beginnings where you start to realize that as you are faithful to yourself, as you trust that you are a blessing from the universe, that you will succeed at this time. Great successes are being born. I've been talking to a lot of people via personal readings that have recognized the beginning of their successes. There's always going to be walking in the valley of the shadow of difficulty, little bumps along the way, but believing that you are a beautiful, blessed spirit from the universe is what is going to help for the collective to manifest new beginnings and dreams. It's not so much like it used to be where you were trying to keep up with the Joneses and purchase or own something better than the next person. We're going into a more spiritual realm where spiritual events, spiritual businesses, Reiki, the assistance of helping another or others. This is what's going to bring not only beautiful karmic results personally, but it's going to be bringing the collective into a higher realm of understanding that the true blessings are as we manifest dreams, the realization of how special we are and how we can make other people realize how special they are. It's about lifting each other up instead of those energies of division that we had to experience, especially at the end of 2020. So I want to say a quick hello to those whom are here already. Suzanne, hello, sending you love and light as always. Thank you to you as well. Rick, yes, I did listen to the song. I enjoyed the song. The song was definitely about lifting oneself up and conquering a part of ourselves that was not healthy. And now we need to trust that we are spiritually loved by the universe, that the universe is trying to help us to start over in a positive way so that we don't end up where we were before. Robin says, good morning, lovies. Riva, howdy, howdy, one and all. Hello, Riva. Hello, Robin. Alessandra, hello. Thank you guys so much for attending. Riva says Richard and Suzanne. Robin says Riva. I just love you guys because you share the love with others. I kid you not. As I am doing these readings, whether they're via Zoom, podcasts, personal readings, and so on, right after people connect with me and the messages I am translating from spirit, that's when more blessings start to happen. Like as soon as a reading is done, all of a sudden, boom, certain doorways open up for people. We had a person in a Zoom meeting yesterday who is looking at a job offer, and as soon as she left the Zoom meeting, she got another job offer. So, or interview. Okay, we'll put it that way. But new beginnings, nonetheless. Like other people who have discovered those new beginnings already, new beginnings are going to be discovered as we move into and through the rest of January of 2021. So this is awesome. It's like what is the life you want to create that you've always wanted to create? Because now is the time to discover that, to learn, to teach, to evolve and rise above where we used to be, the negativity. I don't know why my camera is glitching, but I'll tell you what, I had a situation on this computer this morning where there was some form of, let me check my McAfee. I'm going to pause that and see if that helps. I did have some form of virus that I was able to stop. So let's just hope that we won't have issues here. Okay. So thank you for coming, Robin. All right. So before I get started, I want to quick go over the collective energy, and then I will go through each sign and the titles of the previous January, with first half and second half of January videos, the titles and why, and the spiritual advice that I received via those titles. And I'll explain that further as we move on. So during this live video podcast, if you have a question you would like answered, we could do a reading for that question for a minimum of a $10 donation. So click on the $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question. And then I will do a personal read regarding that question. So let's go ahead and talk about the center of the circle spread. Now, I did use 5 different decks to continue to clarify. And I started out with which one did I start out with? I started out with the Fortune Tea Leaf deck by Ray Hepburn. And right away, we have this shield. It is important for us to defend ourselves or protect ourselves from the negativities of those around us, right? It's a time where we need to not try to control how someone else is figuring out how to climb out of that negativity, but to trust in prayer that we are protected from the negativity of those who have not risen out of that, and to know that we will be protected from those who are making unhealthy decisions at this time. A majority of the collective are going to start fresh, are going to recognize more positive things in their lives, but some are going to continue to repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles. And we cannot control how that person deals with what's going on within them, because it's a part of their journey. The best we can do is pray for them and trust that spirit is going to assist through your prayers another. Okay, so the second card I brought in was from the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marsetti. So we have confusion here. Which way do I go? Am I making a mistake? I'm confused by a situation. Spirit saying, defend and protect yourself. Stand tall in your journey, for you are the boss of your journey. You get to say who comes into your journey, and you get to say who cannot. For the truth is the truth. It cannot be argued. If you continue to do these unhealthy things, therefore, I'm going to move forward and I will pray for you, right? Yeah, because when I clarify those messages with the Gypsy Oracle deck, we have the energy of despair. So we have some of the collective here who's feeling like they need to defend themselves regarding a confusing situation, a situation that involved energies of despair. And Spirit is saying, watch out for those who may be manipulative, for rejection at this time, and not harsh rejection, just walking away from their negative energy is going to help for you to continue to start fresh in a higher, better, more fulfilling journey than you've experienced up to this point. And sometimes as we move forward in a more successful, spiritually fulfilling way, those around us can observe and we can be an example. And that's what the advice is here for the collective at this time. So the collective does have the Magician as a major arcana to start off with right off the bat, especially in the next couple weeks. These are people who have gone full circle in their lives. They have all 4 elements at their fingertips: earth, water, fire, air, to finally give birth to what? To clarify with the spiritual advice, I brought in the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn, and we got Starting Fresh. Okay, so manifesting a wonderful new beginning that is starting to blossom in the lives of the collective. Giving thanks, remember, to the things that are developing because we have cut away from trying to control others who need to discover themselves and climb out of that in their journey. Veronica, thank you for the $10 donation. Whoop, whoop. I separated from my Cancer ex. Will we get back together? I am a Scorpio. Rick, thank you for the $10 donation. And let me know if you have a question, Rick. Let's go ahead and before we get into the thoughts position of the circle spread, look at Veronica's energy. I think for Veronica, I'm going to go into the Gilded Tarot deck. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Veronica with clearly defined messages regarding Veronica's ex, Cancer, please. Okay, so I have a couple cards that wanted to come out right away. Spirit's really giving you the Queen of Wands energies of passion, of wanting to set goals and meet goals regarding communication with the Scorpio. I think with these two cards together, Spirit is definitely nudging you to communicate with the Cancer, with the Page of Cups energies. That what you desire is this happily ever after energy in your thoughts position of the Celtic spread. You desire a happily ever after. For in your foundation, you have the Hierophant energy. So this is a new chapter in the area of marriage, commitment, partnership. So Spirit is nudging you to express your truths about what you desire. For in the recent past, you had the Four of Swords energies. You were contemplating communication. Should I or shouldn't I continue with a situation? Or should I cut away from it completely? Now, if you communicate your truth about marriage and a happily ever after with the Cancer in the next couple weeks, Spirit saying put the ball in their court by communicating what you desire for the future together. And know that in the next couple weeks with the Eight of Cups energies that you will be walking away from something that no longer fulfills you, because you're going to still be dealing with energies of the Moon energy. Okay, so this is confusion and illusion, trying to get to the truth of the situation, thinking about going away from a path that no longer fulfills you. Spirit's giving you the strength to not give in to the lust of the flesh. Pardon my dog, we've got FedEx here. But to instead give yourself time to observe in the next 2 to 3 weeks. For in your hopes and fears position, I think you are fearing that you aren't going to have enough in some way, financially or emotionally. Have faith that you can avoid whatever the answer is that comes from the Cancer after you talk to them, falling into any depression, because now again is a time to create new beginnings, right? Hobbies, gifts, talents, skills, a small business on the side, or look at that. Before I even looked, in the outcome position, we've got you in the next 4 to 6 weeks receiving a gift from the universe in the form of the Ace of Pentacles. So this indeed is some form of a win, an inheritance, a lump sum of money, and or a path that is a blessing from the universe, a path that will grow and prosper. So it's definitely time to create something of abundance for yourself so that you can put your passionate energy into something that occupies your mind. So let's look at the response. Hold on one moment. Okay, my apologies for Buster. The response from the Cancer after you open up and express what you desire. Goodness. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels. So there's that communication, right? So this is you communicating and the Cancer receiving that communication, but thinking in a very closed off way. Trying to heal in the foundation. In the recent past, they were waiting, feeling alone, and you were waiting as well to communicate. In the next couple weeks, the Cancer has the enemy energies of lies or deceit. I feel like the Cancer doesn't believe for some reason what you have to say. Therefore, is taking action to recognize that this has indeed ended. But Spirit's trying to give them the strength to decide what to do about this passionate attraction that you have. In the hopes and fears position, I think deep inside this Cancer is hoping for marriage, commitment, partnership. But finds themselves by the 4th to the 6th week from now thinking, rethinking this connection because you are moving into some form of new direction. You may connect with someone new here in the next month and a half who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Or you're becoming more financially abundant, stable, secure, and content in your life. And you're moving on and they're seeing that and are fearing that you're going to find happiness elsewhere. But right now, they don't trust the situation for whatever reason. So say what you need to say, put the ball in their court, and let this person think things through. Give it at least the next couple months, and focus on your own abundance, security, stability, happiness, joy, and creativity. And, you know, their perspective may change. Right now, what you both share, of course, is passion. But for some reason, the Cancer is either the one who is carrying energies of lies and deceit, or they are fearing lies and deceit. Okay, so I'm going to close with a message for you, Veronica, from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So closing message. Please provide Veronica with an overall description of the energy surrounding Veronica on into and through the next month, month and a half regarding this situation. Spiritual advice. Ooh, 2 of emotion, 2 of cups. So this is a soulmate connection. A soulmate can be one of 2 things. It's someone who teaches us about ourselves. You could be learning about yourselves through each other and growing through this process spiritually. And then you each go your own way, or the relationship will grow closer when you express your truth and give them time to think about it. So the card says a relationship grows closer as 2 people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding will exist or develop. Don't give up on relationships that feel challenging to you. There is still hope. Beautiful message and perfect. All right. Richard, just wanted to know about the energies, okay? For Richard, I think I'm actually going to use the Energy Oracle deck and do a Celtic spread. I know this weekend you were asking yesterday in the Zoom cast what the weekend was going to look like. We'll go into maybe the next month. Wow. So the angel of love is here to guide you into a solid foundation with the number 4 and with the number 9, helping you to bring something to an end, to ground yourself here. With the first chakra, right, the base chakra with Archangel Michael, ground yourself, trusting deep within that as you pray to Spirit for the proverbial right one, whether it's a job, a personal connection, and etc., that Spirit will provide. Yeah, in your foundation, as you are creating something that grounds you daily, something that you enjoy doing, you will start to recognize energies of great strength, feeling stronger than you did before, which is interesting. It reminds me of the song you sent. Now, it could be that you have a Leo in your foundation here in the next week. For in the recent past, you had the doorway to romance opening up. Number 33, there was one connection that happened for whatever reason, and now it looks like a new connection, circumstance, situation will be served to you, is what I'm hearing. As you let the angel of love help you, as you trust in prayer and ground yourself. For in the next couple weeks, you do have this all tied up energy. I'm not sure of a new direction that Spirit's trying to guide me. You may be getting in your own way. And that's why Spirit's saying in your actions position, it's time to create some form of strategy here. Patterns, behaviors, something you can create and start doing day to day, where you can strategize how you're going to move forward in new directions. For Spirit is giving you the strength of the goddess of the moon to trust in this, Pisces, right? Josie K. That as you free yourself from what has been and create some form of strategy day to day, something that you can do that you enjoy. You can trust in the goddess of the moon that Spirit will help you to eventually realize what direction you are meant to go. In your hopes and fears position, Rick, you have the door to personal healing and happiness. So do not fear the happiness Spirit wants to bring you. Let go and heal from all that has been. For by the 5th or 6th week from now, we have you with the thinking man energy. Reminiscing and realizing some form of path towards success. That success could just mean balance. No longer am I needing to connect with someone or something that made me feel like I couldn't move on. We have a thinking woman, a woman holding a coin and a doorway to Spirit. So a doorway to healing is leading you through this doorway of personal happiness. Tell me a little bit more about the thinking man, please, dear Lord, Spirit guides, and angels. For Rick, realizing that something ended, that someone wasn't being honest, that you have learned a lot, that you can now bring a situation to an end and open your heart to new connections, new ideas of joyfulness, so that you can free yourself from someone who's carrying energies of falseness. New conversations and communication will bring you great hope regarding a new direction. So free yourself from who and or what is holding you back, right? If we let negative people in our lives, then what happens is that negative energy slows us down from experiencing the beautiful and good things that Spirit wants to provide for us. So strategy. Create a strategy of how you're going to move forward, how you're going to pray and trust in Spirit, that you are either going to, I think through a career opportunity or some form of new direction, learning something new, doing something new is going to connect you with someone who may have Leo in their chart. Spirit is trying to guide you into a foundation where you can eventually celebrate great happiness having to do with a family energy. So good things. Sophia, hi. Can you tell me if my future partner is someone from my past or a new one? Yes, I can. So all you need to do is click on the little $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and maybe even the signs of these two people you are asking about, the past or someone new. You're very welcome, Veronica. Hi, Cindy. A Pisces dealing with a Cancer who has lied to me, but I said we are just friends. Can you see it going anywhere else, or is he still flying? Okay. So again, if you want a personal reading, it is only during this live video podcast where I will answer these one question readings by via a minimum of a $10 donation. Just click on the $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get into the thoughts position for the collective. At any time, just when you make a donation, I will stop the collective reading and do your reading, and then we'll get back to the collective reading. So collective reading, in the thoughts of a lot of people, we do have a financial pinch with the lobster energy, feeling as though you don't have enough in the area of money. But look, we've got a consolation prize. We have some form of offer opportunity, something small being brought to the collective. I am feeling like this could be the stimulus check. So give thanks for that, of course. It is time indeed, with the ship showing up here in the thoughts position, to put time and effort into traveling or moving forward into the direction of and whereby you can receive an offer of abundance. For some, we have someone who's in a leadership position, someone who's very clear and decisive, someone who is very truthful and to the point. So some may be thinking, some of the collective may be thinking of an older air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Could be father figure, could be however this applies. This could also just be an energy of, I'm going to set goals and meet goals until I find an offer or opportunity that I enjoy. And so I will no longer have to worry about a financial pinch. So there is a manifestation of dreams happening here in the next couple of weeks, if they haven't already, for the collective. My dreams are coming true. So it's about, again, putting that time and effort in, traveling into a direction where you can manifest with the major arcana, the Magician, where Spirit's going to help you to create new dreams coming true, especially in the area of money. So now's the time to start to create. Now's the time to follow up on those interviews or those resumes or those CVs, however it applies, because many, like I said, the collective have been letting me know that they have received not only an offer or a job, but actually something that they really, truly enjoy. Okay. And those who are not looking, those who are going to sit back with this financial pinch energies and not put in the time and effort, those are the ones that are going to kind of find themselves stuck. So what do we need to do? We need to trust in the relationship sector with the lily energies, in spiritual love, right? As we pray to Spirit, so too will Spirit provide. So give thanks to Spirit if some of you in the next 2.5 weeks are realizing these dreams that you are manifesting through your efforts. That Spirit is why we are succeeding. Now, in the relationship sector, the circle spread, this is about connections with others, trusting that as we obtain more wisdom here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, in spiritual love, right? It's not just external love, like I love how this person looks, I love what they have, I love how much money they have. This is deeper than that. This is looking deeper into the soul of another or others. because there's a lot of passion here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But this passionate feminine, male or female, is alone, right? She's looking out the window and she's waiting and she's waiting and she's waiting, but she's not in the picture with another. So it is time indeed for those who are single to continue to research with the scholar energies. Now, it could be this is a time to, with the scholar energies, educate yourself on something you've always wanted to learn about or do, or educate yourself as to a business that you've always wanted to work for. Educate yourself, and then eventually know that you will rise above here into the 10 of Pentacles energies. So there is a coming together with people in a spiritual way as you put your passionate energy into whatever it is you wanted to learn about or do. For the result of your efforts collectively, you will start to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and not only great abundance, but abundance in a way that really fulfills you. Okay, so Spirit confirmed with the Gateway Oracle deck, with the rising above energy, right? So this is, I see only beauty and grace. Beauty and grace within a person. Spiritual love is the love that lasts. Therefore, I'm going to research a connection and rise above just how much someone has and go deeper with grace as to the beauty of someone deep within. So, this is letting go of jumping into where we did in the past, a situation based only on the outward appearance or how much someone has. Okay, because if you want true happiness, it's about rising above that so that Spirit can help you to manifest these dreams in your life and to bless you with an opportunity to start over fresh, completely fresh in the way you see another or others. Now, in the creative aspects position, okay, hold on a second. You're welcome, Rick. I have never paid for anything on my phone, so I don't know how to do that and don't have the money. Thank you. God bless. Be safe. All right. I do also offer a 15-minute video reading, which is just $25. So what I tell people is pray to God for the ability to be able to pay for that. And believe it or not, the money will show up. So in the meantime, we just did a reading for a Cancer. And it was the ex of a Scorpio, and you're a Pisces. So water signs with water signs, same thing. It's about speaking your truth to the Cancer and then putting the ball in their court and letting them kind of reflect. And if they come back to you, they do, right? It's a blessing. If they do not, then they don't. And that's okay, because that's the way it was written. All right, so creatively, we've got a chain of events here. So what we are creating, what we are manifesting that is new, wonderful new beginnings that we are manifesting. This is a chain of events, right? That's going to lead us into a path that is beautiful and wonderful, an experience we have not yet been able to have in our lives up to this point. But it's going to involve patience, right? So we have the energy of waiting on a chain of events to happen. Waiting regarding communication. Again, for some, like with the Cancer, it's about looking at a situation, realizing how much time and effort you put into the situation, and contemplating, should I cut away from it or should I give it another try? So we have in the creative aspects position, the Awakening Ancient Wisdom card. So this is about a deep knowing that what I am working on, what I am creating, what I am working towards or am learning is indeed what this chain of events is about. As I move forward, things start to unfold in a beautiful way, which brings this super exciting energy here. A new beginning and a deep awakening within as you put time and effort in the creative aspects position, so too will you receive positive results. Okay, so there's an awakening happening and people rising above because of the manifestation of their dreams, starting new beginnings and realizing that this is better than they have ever experienced before. So again, it's about time and effort, putting that time and effort in day to day so you can break the barriers of whatever limitations were holding you back. Thank you for the thumbs up so much, you guys. All right, so in the actions position, by the end of January, going into early February, I started out again with the Fortune Card Tea Leaf Deck by Ray Hepburn. And we have a diamond here. Someone taking action to give a gift or to receive a gift. So for some, you're going to be receiving some form of offer or opportunity by the end of January, going into maybe the first week of February of 2021, because you took the action steps to trust in yourself, to trust in spirit, to start fresh, to manifest new dreams through your actions. And now the results come back very quickly in the form of an offer, an opportunity, or a gift. So I clarified. Nope, it was this card with the Lenormand deck, and we got the coffin. Okay, so this is with the number 8, right? The infinity symbol. Am I going to repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles, or am I going to rise above? Am I going to quit that habit or old ways, or am I going to repeat those patterns, behaviors, or cycles? I feel like the collective, especially those who are listening, are understanding that as we make some form of change, in my case, I'm on my 14th day of not smoking. And since then, I've received just a majority of income, of readings, of support. And so that helps me to continue to do what I'm doing, because I trust that the spiritual love I'm receiving has to do with me rising above where I used to be, even if it's just with a habit. So to clarify, with the Gypsy Oracle deck, we have the butterfly, and that is about change. It's about, I am no longer that caterpillar crawling on the ground getting walked on, but instead I am going through a spiritual transformation. I know now that who and or whatever goes away in my life, it's happening because I needed to learn and transform. I am taking action to climb into the King of Pentacles throne, where I can create my own business or climb into a greater position of abundance. I am taking action to connect with someone who's in a leadership position, whether it's a father figure, grandfather figure, a boss, a business owner, and or the collective is starting to create their own businesses from home where they can market via the internet. For some, you may be giving or receiving a gift from someone who is older, who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So there's a transformation happening here and an offer or opportunity coming towards the collective who are willing to make a change for the better, trusting that you are worthy. So accept what is in the actions position for the next month. I accept and I embrace my inner majesty, for there is a deep awakening of wisdom happening within me, that I am rising above old people, places, circumstances, and I am now able to manifest a wish come true, my dreams, and start fresh in my life as if I have been reborn, is what I'm hearing. So, when we get into the thoughts, the emotional aspects position by the 4th to the 6th week from now for the collective, we do have the cane energy. Emotionally paying attention to one's health, letting go of confusion and despair, realizing that spirit is protecting us, or that we need to protect ourselves or defend ourselves from those who are making poor decisions. Yeah, see, for clarification with the Rider-Waite deck, we have the 7 of Swords. So again, this is about realizing that what caused unhealthy energy was people who were not being honest, people who were manipulative. We cannot control the path that others are on. So this is about freeing yourself and letting them go through this path of self-discovery, because for some, it could affect your health. Trying to change another is not our job. So it's about finding contentment with the melancholy energy being represented with the Gypsy Oracle deck. Okay, finding contentment will help for us to start to shine again, to feel like a kid again, to enjoy a new beginning and the manifestation of our own dreams. For as we are succeeding and rising above, so too are we an example to those who maybe aren't walking in beauty and grace. Pray for those whom are confused, for those blessings will affect or be witnessed in some way by those whom are hurting, right? Hurt people, hurt people. So subconsciously, we've got the I energy. Spirit is saying, trust in your intuition. If you feel like you need to defend yourself, then it's time to go away from those negative people, places, circumstances, and trust that Spirit loves you. That Spirit will help you to put your passionate energy into researching something that will bring great abundance and help you to rise above into a deeper awareness of how your efforts brought you into the manifestation of your dreams. Again, whatever you are working towards, the collective, there's a chain of events that's going to make these dreams come true for the collective. That's going to bring back that positive vibe that we've needed for far too long. So for some of the collective, hi, Diana. Hi, Donna. You're welcome, Cindy. God be with you and your family, and be safe as well. For some, we do have a masculine here. This is someone who's at a distance, someone who may not live with you day to day in your own personal home environment, or someone who may be acting distant. And Spirit is saying, trust in your intuition. Now is a time for spiritual love, to push beyond energies of passion, to push beyond the exterior, and to trust that as you become stronger in your journey, so too will you become a greater light in the eyes of another or others. Yeah, so we have someone here thinking of a passionate masculine who may have fire in his chart. This could be her as well, Sagittarius or Leo. This is also someone who's in a leadership position, someone who's very passionate about what they do. This is someone who sets goals and meets goals and gets things done. So for some, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, there is going to be some form of surprise here, whether it's personal or professional. I'm feeling like some form of surprise that transpires is going to bring the collective into this energy of joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. I'm soaring into joy because I know what is in my highest, best good. I know what it is that makes me feel good. And as I shine in my own journey with beauty and grace, so too will I shine in the eyes of those around me. Donna, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. Cards regarding career. Should I work from home, my own business and part-time job, or strive for a full-time position? Good question. I'm going to bring in the yes-no deck, and I'm going to lay 2 different spreads. This is the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. Honestly, I used to work full-time for the government, and I asked Spirit to bless me with my soul's purpose, to help me to figure that out, because it is quite a journey. I started out with oil painting, photography, pottery, poetry, essential oils, and then tarot. Once my tarot started exceeding the time and effort that I needed and the money that I was making in comparison to the government job, that's when I chose to let go of my full-time position. So it's a journey. So remember, as you create, collectively, we do have a chain of events that's going to bring ancient wisdom, something deep within you that will help you to break barriers of limitations. Interesting. So I'm going to lay one card representing home and one card representing a full-time position. So when it comes to the home business, we have wait. So give something some time in the next couple weeks. When it comes to a full-time position, Spirit is saying choose a new direction. So compromise, and she's got her hands out. Balance both at the same time until. As you receive a full-time position, Spirit saying it may take a year from now as you work on something from home, where you can finally say no to a full-time position and recognize the opportunities and blessings that are coming from a home business. Beautiful. It is time to connect with helpful people. So connect with people who are doing what you are wanting to do from home, and then building upon that and tweaking it with your own unique skills. Yes, in the past, maybe there was a peaceful resolution. You were finding contentment via a job. Spirit saying in the next couple weeks, definitely get more information regarding a job. For figuring out your soul's purpose at home is a process. So you're going to be recovering from indecision is what I'm hearing as you get more information regarding a full-time position. Oh, interesting. So in the actions position, Spirit saying if you feel like a full-time position is unlikely, then it may in turn end up unlikely. So it's like as you're taking action to look for a job and work on something from home, boom, what you are working on at home starts to make you realize an opportunity and that you are ready to do so. So what is it about a year from now? Let's see. Wow, home business. Have hope in energies of success with an exclamation mark. Do not fear success, right? Like my daughter, she's like, I make all these blankets, but I'm afraid if I put it out into the world via the internet, I'll have to make a whole bunch. And that negative thinking will slow the ability of success. You've got to be open to the success that you can create for yourself. Wow. Part-time job. They're saying let go. Don't fear letting go of a job. In the near future, you may get more information where you start to say no to that. And as you ask for help from others, there's some form of success regarding an opportunity from home. Okay, so what is the year from now about? So Spirit saying it's up to you to spread your wings and fly. Absolutely, yes. You can be successful from home, and within the next few months, you may feel like it's not the right time, but there will be big, happy changes, results from your efforts and success. Learn from others at this time. In the near future, a profit regarding a business, thinking about connections with others via a part-time or full-time job, thinking about a commitment, partnership, or contract, but not wanting a job offer in the next 2 to 3 weeks, realizing instead that as you remain hopeful and ask for more help from others, that there end up being big happy changes in your life because of what you are creating from home. Playfulness, friends, freeing yourself from a prisoned energy regarding fortune. Yeah, you're going to be thinking things are unlikely regarding a full-time position because of some form of communication. But eventually you start to bring an end to looking for a job because someone offers you guidance and assistance as to how you can make money from home. Wow. Remaining faithful to yourself because maybe you feel like you can't trust another or others. Remaining cheerful and letting your light shine out into this world. Healing as you recognize the truth of a service. Really enjoying what you are creating with this sweetheart energy and home. Committing to something from the home. Brings you gifts and big happy changes. I feel like gifts of money. Wow, that completely turned around. So a year from now, I think you're going to let go of the idea completely of working for someone else. Changes. That is pretty darn cool. All right, I want to make sure I didn't mix another card in here. Yes, I did. So I'm going to close for you, Donna, with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Please provide for Donna a description of the overall energies for the next month and any spiritual advice. Embrace those around you, okay? Those who can teach you is what I'm hearing. Learn from others and then make it even more important. You could find comfort in traditional solutions. So coming up with that people can have in their homes. Your heart may long to try out new ideas. So again, it's about praying to Spirit for signs regarding your soul's purpose and trying different ideas. Right behind that, you have the Six of Thought. Peaceful times are on the horizon, exclamation mark. The storms have passed and now you can see the destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water. I'm feeling like take a journey via the internet and know that something new and exciting related to your creativity, it comes to your attention in the next month. You will feel an eagerness to learn and that you are ready to get going. Although you may feel a little insecure, do it anyway. And it's interesting because I think that's part of what Spirit was talking about here is part of me wants to go away from a situation, but instead I'm going to find contentment and trust that eventually I will receive the attention and recognition I need to bring great abundance into my life. I am creating a new direction, a new beginning. And I'm watching as I wait and observe and learn this chain of events transpire in the next month. I am soaring into joy because I am surprised at the abundant results that come from what it is I am passionate about. So embrace those around you, for they can teach you. They can bring you some wisdom that'll help to guide you day to day. Diana, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. And thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Unemployed for 3.5 months. Oh, I'm sorry. Cannot find a job. So I just launched a YouTube channel for women's coaching and Reiki. Oh my gosh. Let me know your channel because I wanted to learn Reiki. I know this is my soul's purpose. Will it be successful? Yes. I already know that people who are doing things in a more spiritual way, that is where we are headed. People are wanting to be more grounded. They don't want that same mechanical day-to-day going to a job, working for the man, doing what is not fulfilling. but instead finding contentment in what is fulfilling, knowing that the karmic results of your efforts spiritually, especially when helping others, will bring the abundance you need to live life in a balanced and successful way. So let's go ahead and take a peek for Diana here. And for you, Diana, I'm being guided to the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I'm going to lay a Celtic spread. Please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, provide Diana with clearly defined messages regarding coaching and Reiki via YouTube. I've been saying this for a long time, and those of you who have subscribed and been attending, this is what we've been talking about. Businesses that start now via the internet are what are going to grow and prosper on into and through the next 10, 20, 30 years. Boom, right off the bat, you got a beautiful card. This is the universe. This is realizing that things have gone full circle, that it is indeed time for a brand new beginning. And I'm laying it right on the Start Fresh card. So Spirit is nudging you today, especially in the next couple weeks, to realize that as you put time and effort in, that a beautiful new beginning is blossoming in your life. That you indeed, like the collective, are manifesting through your wisdom and knowledge a new beginning. Now in the thoughts position, in the next week or two, you have the number 6 representing success, especially in connection to others. The card says material and spiritual prosperity. If it is in your mind, so too will you bring it into your reality. It all comes down to the number 2 in your foundation, making a decision. How am I going to, when am I going to, and day to day, how am I going to do this? It's time to run your business as if starting today. There are, you will feel energies of movement, times where you need to make certain choices or decisions. But there is definitely material and spiritual prosperity coming your way. In the past, you were maybe communicating with someone, or you're being guided to, with the throat chakra lit up, to communicate with others what it is you have to share, your knowledge and your wisdom. And in the next couple weeks, Spirit's saying, know that the seeds you are planting are taking root and will eventually develop into these beautiful leaves of abundance. So a number 2 again, heading into a new path, a new direction with maybe 2 different ideas, making choices to move into a path that involves material and spiritual prosperity. Yeah, so your actions in the next 2 to 3 weeks are going to lead you into this number 1, a new path, a breakthrough, triumphant success. So it's about moving forward patiently, enjoying the journey, right? Some may be worried about a financial pinch, but it doesn't cost much to share our gifts via YouTube and to manifest our dreams. Offers an opportunity set to come that are going to make you feel the 10 of Pentacles energies. There's definitely a reminder here that when you do start to make additional money, to give to the poor, to help others, to rise above, right? And see only the beauty and grace of those around you. Spiritual love is about loving people for who they are deep in their soul, no matter what decisions they've made, helping them without judgment. So Spirit is giving you the strength to sacrifice the muddy waters of your life, the things that do not serve you, people, places, circumstances, situations that are unhealthy for you, maybe even negative thinking. For it is indeed time for this aha moment to step into this land of beautiful blue skies and rainbows. For in your hopes and fears position, have hope. Because Spirit is saying here, there will be the fulfillment of your wishes. Do not fear the fulfillment of your wishes. Continue to press forward towards triumphant success. Again, a number 1 in the outcome position. It is time for you, and you will, I'm feeling by the 1st of March of 2021, come into an awareness that you have manifested a beautiful beginning, a path of success, that you are shining like the sun and feeling extremely fulfilled, and that subconsciously you may find yourself rather surprised at the joy that you are feeling inside. So Spirit's saying, let the light of who you are shine into the world. Open your heart chakra and move forward from what has been. Maybe from one group of people towards a new group of people, because this is a time of transformation, right? This is the person before, sad, depressed, unfulfilled here, but this is you being reborn and coming out of energies of mental conflict. If you in the next couple weeks start to question a situation, trust in prayer with the number 7. 7 is a spiritual number. Spirit is trying to guide you into a new direction. So pay attention to signs and synchronicities. For Spirit is trying to help you to plan with the number 0, new beginnings. Yeah. Try not to fall into energies of heartache and loss, fear and worry, because Spirit is here. And this is about trusting. You know, as we start something new, we run into little bumps along the way because it's part of this process of learning, right? It's not about getting to the point of success, but it's about the journey of how we got there. So if you fall into worry, I think that's what Spirit is saying here. It's time to sacrifice negative thinking because something's going to happen very quickly as a result of your efforts. Somebody is going to maybe be a little bit jealous and envious of the material harvest that you are creating, that is beginning for you. Victory and success will bring you into a spiritual union with others where there will be great balance. And if there are obstacles on the way, that's just because Spirit is trying to guide you away from something that's unhealthy into the direction of your destiny. So choose wisely not to focus on old emotions or things that were lost in the past. Rest and rejuvenate and prepare. For on the bottom of the deck, you have fertility. Spirit is helping you with the major arcana, the Holy Trinity, number 3, to give birth to this journey. So that eventually you're going to come into an awareness that, hey, I did this and I am now successful. I will not fear the fulfillment of my wishes, but get excited and accept that the universe told me it's time for a new beginning, and that I can indeed step into and through the portal with triumphant success, a sword in my hand, crying out to others the joy of victory. Wow, that's a beautiful reading. So there may be a little bit of indecision and holding back, right? Because new things are something we have not yet experienced. But Spirit is saying, even after shuffling, this process of creating a new path is what's going to bring real balance back into your life. So I think I'm going to close for you as well with a message from Spirit regarding the energy surrounding you in the next month, and or spiritual advice. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, for Diana. Six of emotion. So memories can fill your heart with emotions. Maybe that's what needs to be sacrificed. Sometimes we think about what was because it's all we know. But now it's time to figure out what it is we are meant to discover and learn and know moving forward. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly in the next month. Children may be an important issue, or Spirit saying, now is the time to connect with your inner child. What is it you've always wanted to learn about or do, or what is it that brings that very playful, light energy from deep within you? Ooh, because right behind that, you have the helper of abundance. Although you may have a lot to do, it is important to get organized first, right? So write out, this is how I'm going to run my business each day starting now. These are the ways I'm going to, set up my ideas, portray my ideas, share my ideas, and so on. Once your planning is complete, you can then roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels are surrounding you and are ready to help you out. This card indicates a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, or this is you. And people will love to connect with you because of your beauty and grace in the relationship sector, especially in the next 3 weeks. This is about spiritual love. People who love one another for who they are, not what they have. All right. You are very welcome, Donna. Oh, hi, Jeannie. We've been missing you as well. Good reading, right, Robin? Amen. Yes, we're all happy for you, Diana. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Let's go ahead and look at the day-to-day aspects position for the next month, especially the end, now into the end of January, going into the first week of February of 2021. So when I pulled a card from the Tea Leaf Tea Leaf Fortune card deck by Ray Hepburn, we do have a younger woman. So we do have someone who is with someone who's maybe older than you, and this is you, or you're thinking about a younger woman. Yeah, some are thinking about love here with the Gypsy Oracle deck. Day to day, the collective is coming out of confusion with the clouds energies because they're focusing right on what is going to be successful, not on the things that cause confusion. Defend and protect yourself from those who cause confusion and find clarity as you work on a new beginning. Because day to day with the Three of Wands energies representing career, finance, home, things that you are passionate about. So too, eventually, will your ship come in. So in the creative aspects position, so too, eventually, will your wishes come true and a new beginning start. There is a realization here by the beginning of February of 2021 for the collective with the Breaking Barriers card. I am expanding beyond my previous limitations into joy and freedom. So there's a realization here that I am soaring into this joy. I am surprised at the abundance, which is a result of my efforts with the Magician energy. I am able to cut away from who and or what is not healthy for me and my desire to control that. Instead, I'm going to manifest new dreams and know that as I take action and pray to Spirit, that in the next couple weeks, there will be a realization of some form of direction or efforts, some form of manifestation to one's dream. So it's important, of course, to know, what am I dreaming for? What am I hoping to see as a result of my efforts? What are my plans, right? In the past, I was like, prepare, because now is the time for success to show up. And if you haven't been preparing, then there's a feeling of loss, of feeling stuck, and that could go on for a period of time. So in the inner strengths position, the collective is being warned with the wedge energy. You're welcome, Diana. Awakening Empress. Beautiful. Thank you. Someone is trying to come between you and something you want or another. And that's what I was talking about in Diana's read, is as we start new beginnings and make our personal wishes come true, as we rise above with beauty and grace, as we come into an ancient awareness that prayers and effort and time is the chain of events that lead us to accept our inner majesty, that we are so much more than we thought we could be, that we can leave behind those who are confused and trust that prayer will help them, and instead allow ourselves to be surprised as a result of our efforts. As we listen to our intuition regarding another or others, we focus only on those things that bring us joy. So a lot of people are breaking barriers when it comes to others that leave them feeling stuck. You are protected. I'm feeling with the shield energies here, but it's important also to defend and protect yourself, to speak to others about your boundaries, right? In some cases, this is people saying, I'm gonna not be with this job anymore because I am manifesting my own personal dreams come true, new beginnings, and I'm starting over in my life spiritually. I am creating spiritual love and connection to others. I'm helping others in some way. And as I research something that truly fulfills me, I'm rising above others and who I used to be. So anyone that's getting in the way and causes the energies of the maze, Spirit is giving the collective the strength to come out of confusion. Which way do I go? Am I making a mistake? As long as we are in the discovery process of researching and communicating and learning, this is not a waste. This is a part of the journey. So Spirit's giving the collective the strength to not fall into confusion, to not connect with those who try to come between us and our joy, our inner majesty, our success. For as we leave negative energy of others outside of our journey, so too do we open our journey up into the direction of new blessings, making a difference in the lives of others and embracing our future. So Spirit is giving the collective the major arcana, the Judgment card. So throughout the next 4 to 6 weeks, Spirit's going to help for the collective to make the highest, best decisions, not only on your behalf, but on the behalf of others. If anyone causes a confusion, you need to defend yourself and focus on accepting what is, going through a transformation or a change whereby you can make your wishes come true. I just keep hearing that. And so see, they're giving the collective the strength to savor the pleasures in life, to not focus on the negative in life or negative people who are experiencing negative things, but to instead give thanks to Spirit for the pleasurable things that we are creating, not only in our lives, but in the lives of others. So Spirit's saying, I give yourself the strength to embrace fully the bliss, the good things, as you manifest positive dreams, goals, and intentions, new beginnings. For eventually, oh, I forgot this in the emotional aspects position. Emotionally, the collective is going to start to realize that as I focus on something that comes easy for me, something that I enjoy, so too emotionally am I simplifying my life from the burdens or the burdening energies of those who still need to discover a higher part of themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and read per sign the titles for the January 1st through the 15th of 2020 video titles, and the titles of the January 16th through the 31st titles, and then just quick give a message from Spirit. Does anybody have another question you would like answered before I go into each sign here? All right, so for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, there were divine detours in the beginning of January that were being brought to the mind of Aries. Some Aries realized new directions, that things are changing. And now in the second half of January, Aries, your time has come, is the title of the January 16th to the 31st reading. There were 4 aces. So that means there's a new beginning one way or another. And these are beginnings that are blessed. As a blessing from Spirit, there was definitely new beginnings in the area of money. Most importantly, the spiritual advice was to not judge others, right? So as soon as we start discovering a beautiful new direction, what happens? Our ego begins to grow. So it's about not judging others as we climb into a detour that Spirit has provided. To not judge, but to instead give thanks. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. Tauruses, the title for the January 1st through the 15th video reading was Trust in the Gift That Spirit Wants to Bring You. For some of you, maybe you are questioning an area of love. I feel like Spirit has led you to connect with someone via the area of love. And now they're saying, you've got this. In the second half of January, it's a time to realize that if you are worried about money or the process of setting up an income, it is going to arrive when the time is right. Now is the time, Taurus, to learn from the past so we can let go of the past and not repeat the past. For Geminis, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, we had the title in the first half of January of Suddenly Things Become Clear, Gemini. That your time and effort you put in, so too is creating a happier journey for you. The second half of the month is the title of Great Happiness and Fulfillment are on the horizon. Why? Because Spirit's saying that for Geminis, it is time for a new belief system. Again, negative things cause negative results, but Spirit is trying to bring Geminis great happiness and fulfillment if they will switch their perspective and their beliefs to the positive. Cancers, first half of January, we have worry is a waste of time. Heaven will provide a solution. And now in the second half of January, Cancer, open your heart only to a vibrant and healthy life. It is time to free oneself from whatever Cancer was obsessing about. Trust in Spirit that as you hand your worries and your desire to control a situation to Spirit and ask only in your prayers for a vibrant and healthy life, that you will be able to more clearly allow with an open heart only those who add to a vibrant and healthy life. Leos, in the first half of January of 2021, sweet results await. Surrender to the process. I feel like some Leos were trying to rush something. And now in the second half of January of 2021, we have a Leo who is being guided to let go of tension. This process can be very liberating. Give thanks to your successes. And know that things will unfold when the time is right. And they are unfolding beautifully, but it's the tension that you need to release because that is what's slowing things down. Virgos, in the first half of January of 2021, the title was Your Hard Work Will Bring a Beautiful and Bountiful Harvest. In the second half of January, Virgo, you will know which choice is the right choice. Be it financial or personal. I feel like a lot, there may have been confusion regarding love, but in the second half of January, this Virgo, or whatever Virgos I'm reading for, will, through observation, right, and patience, start to recognize who and or what is the right decision. Libras, in the first half of January of 2021, we have a Libra who was guided to clear out the clutter, right? Anything that is just cluttering up your mind. I know with Libras, you like your space organized or else things get to be a little much. And because you are clearing out the clutter, you're coming up with new positive ideas and will receive, if you haven't already, positive recognition for your efforts. There's a Libra here who in the second half of January is going to be planning some form of celebration. But the process of creativity may be slowed a bit because of hidden resentments. So there's definitely a call here for Libras to forgive, even if it's deep within yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be go to a person and say, I forgive you, but to let go of old hidden resentments that are blocking you from moving forward. Scorpios in the first half of, and Diane says thank you to Robin. Yes, Rick. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. Scorpios in the first half of January of 2021, we had a title of A Solid Foundation Brings Strength, the strength to set healthy boundaries. So a lot of Scorpios have found their foundation and are getting more strong within. As you let go of what was Scorpio, so too shall you receive. Allow for the unpredictable to take place. For Spirit wants to bring some surprises to Scorpio in the second half of January of 2021. Sagittariuses in the first half of January of 2021. We have now is a time to rest and plan as difficulties fall away. So some Sagittariuses are coming to the realization that the things that were weighing them down before, those worries are starting to fall away. So in the second half of January, Sagittarius, open your heart, for the time has come when it comes to true love and or oneness with another or others. So I feel like there's a Sagittarius who was having a hard time shifting directions, new connections, and making a decision regarding a true love. But open your heart in the second half of January, for the time has come to realize who really loves you wholeheartedly. Jeannie, I've been working on buying property and estate since September. I got the keys 1/11/21. In a reading in November, you said January, spot on as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Whoop, whoop. All right, Diane, Josie, my niece is working now and can't join the live reading. Can I ask a question on her behalf? Well, if you'd like to donate for her $10, I would surely love to answer that question for her. I'm going to finish up here real quick. Capricorns, in the first half of January of 2021, there is a realization that now is the time to bring new ideas to life, to reclaim your power. Maybe if you felt like you didn't or weren't very powerful, remember, you very much are. Say yes to whatever offer is showing up in the second half of January. And in the meantime, rest and reflect on how much stronger you have come and how, as you created new ideas for your life, that you have manifested this offer. Give thanks to Spirit. Aquarius, in the first half of January of 2021, Spirit's advice was that it is time to embrace those around you, Aquarius, and to create traditional solutions, to get back in touch with family and friends and children, and create something that you can celebrate traditionally on into and through the future from here on out. In the second half of January, Aquarius, it's about experiencing the journey into the new and doing so with an ability to discuss your needs, right? Not holding back, but saying what I need, if only to yourself, are these things in order to step into the new. I need to experience more. I need to allow myself to enjoy the journey of a new direction. Thank you, Spirit. So Pisces, thank you, Diana. Whoop, whoop. And thanks for the thumbs up. Pisces, the first half of January of 2021 was about a happy change, enjoying the magnificent life you have created. So there have been changes in the lives of Pisces or ideas of the changes they want to make. And it's about appreciating how you've gotten to this point after, for some Pisces, a long journey of difficulty. In the second half of January of 2021, Pisces, the title was Karma Will Play a Great Part in Your Success. So you've created a beautiful life, Pisces. Enjoy the changes. There's going to be even more success. But when it comes to other people, there was just a small warning to watch for differences of opinion. Make a commitment to yourself to welcome others into your happy life, right? Not to fall into your ego because of your successes and your accomplishments, but to not to free yourself from a part of you, Pisces, that maybe in the past judged others or caused conflict. All right. So Diane, so your niece's name is Dejanira. Pretty. What is her sole purpose? Her career is too stressful. All right. I get this question often. I cannot tell what a soul purpose is, but what I can do is help translate spiritual advice to the discovery of that. A journey of discovering one's soul purpose can take 5 to 7 months. It could take 5 to 10 years. But it's about realizing what it is you've always wanted to learn about or do, and then getting those supplies and or researching, learning, educating oneself, and putting it into practice, right? Because practice makes perfect. Also, as we are trying different ideas and planting different seeds, it's what path grows and prospers that is the sign of one's soul purpose. So she is to imagine her journey ahead as a beautiful garden. And as she plants different seeds, goals, and intentions, for example, I started out with oil painting. I went to photography, pottery, poetry. I wrote and illustrated and published a children's book. Then I started working on essential oils and eventually discovered tarot. So it took me 7 different ideas before I found the one that I felt truly fulfilled me. And that is the path that brought me success. So it is a journey of discovery. But in this process, I am bringing in spiritual guidance from the Archangel Gabriel deck by Doreen Virtue. And I'm going to lay a Celtic spread representing the next month. Okay, so right off the bat, in the next week or two, Spirit is saying, express your inner truth, right? What is my truth? Who was I meant to be? What is it that I am excited about or always wanted to learn to do? That's what's most important, right? It's the planning with the Fool energy when you start at the beginning of the major arcana, and then the High Priestess. Then the Magician is putting those ideas into action, doing something for a period of time with that infinity symbol until there is a realization of what it is that one wants to actually begin. The card says your creative work shines brightest when it reflects your genuine feelings and thoughts. So if she is unsure, it's a good time to maybe start a journal or just write down, I want to oil paint, or I want to work with paints, or I want to learn to knit, or I want to. And then we luckily now have this beautiful free internet platform where we can go look up acrylic paints and see who's creating something with that. Look up drawing, writing, photography, and learn from someone who's already been on the journey of self-discovery. In the thoughts position, she's being guided to stay true to herself in her thoughts. Do not compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. So this is a path of inner discovery, right? As she tries new creative ideas, it's how she feels about what she is practicing. And not to let other people affect what she's creating for herself, right? We need to enjoy it and discover it in here before we can share it with the world. Now, in the foundation, wow, media, okay? Sometimes this is sharing with the world via the internet, but I feel like this is kind of what we just talked about, and that is learning. right? We learn from others and then we build on that. And then eventually we teach others. And that is what the journey is about. So the media card in the foundation position says you can reach more people by working with video, audio, print, and online media. So maybe she's always wanted to write a book, write a movie, direct something, work with audio and video, create something online. So those are some ideas that she can toss around and write down and work on and discover. In the recent past, she had the card of sensitivity. Your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. So I think Spirit has been trying to, with this angel showing up here, trying to whisper into her ear that there is something better, that she needs to express that inner truth, if only to herself, as to how she can eventually share what she's creating with the world. In the next couple weeks, we have a new project. Beautiful. So she will have the energy. Like a newborn baby, her actions will grow her idea into a reality. So her inner truth and staying true to herself regarding a project will eventually help for her to reach people by sharing these projects and ideas with others when the time is right. So in the actions position, ironically, I just said journal, and we've got journaling. Sometimes it's a good idea to write down, I tried this and it didn't fulfill me. I tried this and I kind of liked it. I tried this and I'm really enjoying it. Therefore, I'm going to build upon this idea until I can discover if it is what truly fulfills me as a person in my heart, right? This all that starts within us is what eventually will shine in the eyes of others if we discover that purpose. So it says consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs your creative ideas and builds your confidence. And this card says, as a writer. So if she's wanted to write poetry or just track these different ideas, write down new projects, get those supplies and practice. This next month is perfect for doing that. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. And they're sending Mother Mary in. So in your inner strengths position and spiritual assistance position of the Celtic spread, the Blessed Mother is going to be helping her with her divine purpose as she stays true to herself about a new project, as she grows her ideas into a reality by maybe writing and sharing what she's writing with media via the world in the hopes and fears position, not fearing these moments of retreat. So it's about taking time out, right? Each and every day for an hour or two where she shuts everything off outside of herself, the TV and etc., and just sits with maybe soft music and a candle and practices this project, this idea. To block out distractions, she's being guided to spend quiet time alone daily so that she can focus on her priorities, right? So if she makes a project a priority and journals her feelings about what she's working on or towards, or acknowledges something maybe having to do with writing, let her know that the Blessed Mother Mary is helping her with her divine purpose at this time, and she needs to take time out to retreat and do so, to put the time and effort in, so that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we've got the agent or manager card. Your work expands its reach as you partner with a professional who can help you. So again, this is about connecting out with people who know what it is that she wants to learn about, right? We all started on the same level of discovery, and some have taken that journey and now are shining in the eyes of others via whatever platform they choose, say YouTube. And now we can go to others and learn from them and then build upon that project, that idea. So it's not about being perfect. It's about, and it's not about procrastination. It's about if you want to create something, now is the time. I've been telling this to a lot of people. If you want to be successful for the long term, now's the time. We may not have this time again for a long time. God's divine creativity is expressed through her actions at this time. And maybe by the 5th or 6th week from now, she may even feel strong enough to share what she is creating, her art, her talents, her skills, or a project with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work, even if that's only sharing what she's creating with family, Facebook, and so on. And then I have a writer's group again. Maybe she can create a blog and help lift others up. I noticed that people who like painting, they are doing some really creative paint jobs on YouTube. And as they share and teach others about how they are painting these pictures, so too are they making money from the paintings that they are creating live. So as we share and teach others, the karmic result are the financial outcome and stability, but most importantly, the fulfillment within. I fully embrace my life and savor the pleasure of who I am, for I am going to accept that I have an inner majesty deep within me that will bring me into joy, where I can expand previous limitations and simplify my life. For that's what the ancient wisdom is about here in the creative aspects position for the collective. That there's a deep knowing within all of us. And all we need to do is express that. So I'm going to close with an overall message for your niece. Please provide Diana, with messages regarding Dejanira. What are the energies surrounding Dejanira in the next month? And or please provide spiritual advice. Oh my gosh. Spiritual teacher. And this is what I'm talking about. I really feel like Reiki or talking to maybe depressed people, finding ways to lift other people up or teach them. Spirit saying that we are all spiritual teachers, but we have to figure out and learn our truth and how we were meant to discover that and share it with the world to eventually teach others. So we got to learn and teach, right? The card says there are great rewards in spending time alone. Remember, retreat. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Maybe she can raise money to help children or teach children or do something where she can bring children together. Maybe start a channel on YouTube where you play with little people and children watch that. That seems to be a big thing as well. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. So once we discover our truth, we are to share it in the lives of others so people can be inspired. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if you feel as though life is unfulfilling right now. Because she's got the 10 of thought energy here. And this card says a situation that's been troubling you is now coming to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. For someone in your life may now be free of his or her addictions or codependency. I don't know if that's a thing, but I definitely feel like there's a desire to free herself from an uncomfortable, stressful environment. The Two of Abundance is about kind of like, I'm going to try different ideas, but I'm not exactly sure where Spirit's trying to guide me or who Spirit wants me to come into connection with to manifest my abundance. So life may feel a little bit out of balance in the next 3-4 weeks. She could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to her dream career. It's important to keep things light and to stay in touch with that inner child, which is the most important thing. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude is exactly what will bring success. So it is a month to review and contemplate. A magical time in her life where wishes will be granted and where dreams can indeed come true. And that's what this is about at this time for the collective, the manifestation of our dreams. Realizing that our dreams are coming true and that we can break old barriers that have limited us and soar into joy and to rise above by savoring the pleasure of our gifts. As we manifest our dreams and begin something fresh, so too will we realize emotionally that our life is becoming more simple. Gemini, okay. PayPal question, Alessandra. Okay, so let me put these cards back. Alessandra started an online business at the end of 2019. It started very well, but since March 2020, it's been very hard. Should I move in new directions or try something else? All right, let's look. Check my PayPal. Oopsies. Alessandra, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop, and thanks for the thumbs up. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can put some music to this reading. I think I'm going to use the Yes No deck, which is the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. I call it the Yes No deck. Should Alessandra continue with the new business or try something else? And I always say do something else in addition to, because if something else starts to profit more than the other, then you have something to compare to, and then you can make a decision more clearly. So I'm going to lay a card for this job that you created and a new direction. See if we can get any idea on what that may be. Compromise when it comes to a new direction, just like I was saying. See how she's saying balance the two? So what I'm getting is, have you been building on ideas to that business idea? You know, like when you create a birdhouse business and how you can make that birdhouse be different things to different people, maybe a log cabin or a little mansion, or add a camera and an opportunity to see a bird sit down in front of a little picnic table inside there. Or, you know, there's so many ideas you can build off of that one idea. And we're in a society of constant change. So building on something, new ideas, is what keeps things exciting. Because Spirit's saying you are ready when it comes to making changes to your current idea. It's not the right time to start something new. The situation they're saying regarding your current business, if you come up with additional ideas to build off of that one idea, that your situation will improve in the next couple weeks. There will be big, happy changes. Spirit is also mentioning something about improving one's health. So maybe doing something on the side where you can express to others that your ideas can help improve someone's health. It's also a good time when it comes to your business idea that you've already created to connect with people who do the same thing and to see how they do it differently. When it comes to a new idea, they're saying wait. Okay. You may be fearing that success may not come for a very long time with the year from now card in the hopes and fears position. But Spirit's saying in the next 4 to 6 weeks, if you follow Spirit's advice, you will recover and there will be big happy changes. Within the next few weeks, as you create an additional idea that has to do with health in some way, there will also be abundance. But wait on that idea and just kind of process it for now as you kind of build off of the idea you currently have. Listen to your intuition. You may feel like there's something better, but Spirit's saying no. Let go of that thought. Choose new ideas and build off of that idea, and make sure you are communicating that idea so people know what you have to offer, right? Market that. Let people know daily in some form of marketing idea. Success will come. Continue to spread your wings and fly, for you may notice success within the next few months. If you believe, if you are positive. When it comes to a new idea, remain positive. Something new may also work, but do not give up on the idea you currently have, but build upon that idea with different additional plans. So, just like when you're with a business and you hold meetings, the reason we hold meetings is to build on our ideas, to push things and expand things into different ways, right? Because society likes change. So we need to make sure we're always creating change when it comes to our ideas, where we can do something differently than others have, or we can learn from others who are doing the same thing. So there's a big message about that. I'm trying different things but nothing is being profit. Okay, so again, they're saying this is about positive thoughts. And if it is not fulfilling you, then go ahead and start another idea and, market this idea and the changes and whatever, but, start to kind of play with another idea so that you have something to compare to. I'm going to ask Spirit to describe your overall energy for the next month and or to provide spiritual guidance. For Alessandra, please. It is a time that's great for new beginnings and the manifestation of new dreams. So savor the pleasure of the process. Simplify your life. Do things in a simple way. Don't get yourself to a point where you're overthinking, because that could affect your health. Find contentment in the simple things. Market the first. Continue to come up with ideas. Continue to let others know what those ideas are. And now is the time for the wonderful new beginning of something new, so that you can press beyond the limitations of just having one idea, right? We can work on 3, 4 different ideas if we so choose. But Spirit is giving you the 7 of abundance energy. So they're saying with the number 7, we are trying to open up new directions, new opportunities, new paths for you. Look at how far you have come, what you have learned, and build upon that, so that not only can you beautify the current journey, but also remain open to another journey. Just like I was saying, and the card says, have patience, ! Sometimes dreams grow slowly, but do not worry, right? Because worry darkens our aura and it actually repels us from moving forward, right? The collective is all about moving forward excitedly and enthusiastically, breaking barriers daily, putting time and effort in constantly and excitedly and enthusiastically, waiting patiently for victory until that awakening, that wisdom of an overflowing peace, joy, and happiness takes place in your life. There will be a chain of events for the collective, and I feel as well for you. The hard work that you have invested will bring a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will suddenly start to move forward very quickly. It is a time to rest and to plan, right? So it's about constantly planning. So as I do tarot, I also continue to research these same decks over and over again because each author explains these decks differently than the other. So there's a lot to learn. Once we discover a purpose, an idea, a project, a journey, we are to research that journey on into and through the rest of our lives because it's about learning that keeps us enthusiastic. So they have the messenger of action coming in here you in the next month. It says something new and exciting related to creativity or your career is going to come to your attention. Just like with the Seven of Abundance, new offers, opportunities, directions, ideas, and projects. Simplify your life and savor the pleasure of creating things that are new. You feel an eagerness to learn, and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. The messenger of abundance is saying there will be wonderful news regarding career, a new job, a new promotion, or the acceptance of a new school comes into your life. And you may be feeling ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling. There will come positive recognition and the ability to heal. Right behind that, there is celebration. So definitely try new things as you work on the old things. And if something new starts to grow and prosper, then the old can fall away. But in the meantime, as you focus on something new, there may come some ideas from spirit regarding something that you hadn't thought of when it comes to what you were working on before. Jeannie, thank you for the donation. Whoop, whoop. And the thumbs up. All right. Gemini Sun, what's next in my new adventures? All right, let's take a look. And for you, Jeannie, I'm going to go to the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Jeannie with clearly defined messages regarding Jeannie's life path here on Earth at this time on into and through the next month. Wow, I saw this for the collective earlier. It's time to overcome obstacles. You can overcome anything. So what does victory mean to you? Write down, I am going to become victorious in this. And as I create this victorious direction for myself, so too will I overcome any obstacles that stand in my way. For in my thoughts, I'm going to continue to think about the joy and the delight of new beginnings or additional ideas. Spirit saying, open your heart to joy, overstep these obstacles or any obstacles that get in your way. You will have the strength to overcome them. Trust in your foundation. In the Celtic spread, that there is indeed a divine plan that Spirit has for you. In the recent past, you were protected by the angels. The angels were surrounding you, trying to tell you that you are very cherished. That's why there's a divine plan for you. A plan where you can do something that brings joy into your heart. Right? Where you can set goals and meet goals and enjoy something daily that truly fulfills you. And should there come some form of obstacles, you will still feel and trust in a divine plan that something is meant to be. In the next couple weeks, you have unknown territory. So again, this is about taking a walk down that beautiful journey called life. and planting different seeds, goals, intentions, and ideas, trying different things, doing something maybe that you have never done before, or learning something new. For you are exactly where you are meant to be when it comes to a divine plan. The time is now. So take action to sit in solitude and think about, what is it that you always wanted to learn about or do? Ooh, for Spirit's giving you the strength in the next month to start something now. Just like the collective, there's a divine plan, and you need to discover that plan as you sit in solitude. It's time to understand that you are where you were meant to be, and now is the time to step into unknown territory, to do something maybe you have never done before. Do not fear following your bliss. Have hope and trust that Spirit's telling you there is a divine plan for you. That eventually, as you start to learn something, so too will you start to cherish the simple pleasures in life, the process of doing what you enjoy. When we figure out what it is we like to do, that personal fulfillment is what the divine plan is all about. So Spirit's saying, let go of trying to control the journey, but surrender. If you don't know which direction Spirit's trying to guide you, pray to Spirit for signs and synchronicities, and then watch things via TV, the radio, people you may be passing by, who maybe says something like knitting, and then it sticks. When someone says something, it was a message, then get those supplies and start practicing. For abundance may pour into your life quicker than you had expected, meaning that personal fulfillment as you try something. Take action with passion and courage, and believe in the magic. In fact, in the Zoom channel yesterday and in today's reading, where did I see that collectively? There's a lot here about magic, right? Spirit's trying to help for blessings to come into our life after a journey of difficulty. That journey is over, and now we need to discover, what is it that purifies my soul? For it's about wandering down a path, trusting that beneath the surface, deep within us, lies a beautiful bounty. The time is now to answer the call. So reflect on what it is you've always wanted to learn about or do. Maybe you've wanted to travel to different places and create a channel where you can share with people your discoveries. Try different food in different locations. Get ready for new horizons and take that first step, right? Don't talk about it, do it. Love flows through you and to you. So I want to clarify a little bit by bringing in the Gypsy Oracle deck. Overcoming obstacles, please, for Jeannie. You're welcome, Alessandra. New idea, thought about keeping both, and that was just amazing. And so are you. Thank you. Yeah, you can overcome the obstacles. If you're worried about profiting from a situation, pull that sword of truth from that peach there and say, I will conquer, I will succeed, I will profit. For as I give faithfully to that which brings me joy and delight spiritually, so too will I begin to understand that there is a desert passage waiting for me to discover. It could be that, whatever is causing you sorrow, I think, okay. And she's looking back towards marriage, commitment, partnerships, contracts in the past. You were protected in the past, and now there's a divine plan waiting for you to free you from some form of sorrow. You are where you were meant to be at this time, and you are meant to communicate. and have conversations with others in the next couple weeks. Wow. As you sit in solitude, you've got the wife energies. This could be talking to other women, helping other women in some way, guiding other women through sadness in their marriages or partnerships, doing a blog or having a channel as to how they can move on. In the in the spiritual assistance position, the widower energies is about realizing that something has ended and coming to terms with that. And Spirit's saying now it is time to begin as you step into unknown territory, as you try new things. Follow your bliss. Because as you are navigated by Spirit through signs and synchronicities, so too will you be freed from thinking about some form of loss or sorrow tied to the past. Yes, lie back, relax, and enjoy the journey, for this will bring you in connection with other pleasure seekers, other people who want to experience joyfulness. Maybe you were serving someone who was cold and closed off, but now that has come to an end, and instead, maybe you can help plan marriages or discuss something with people who are dealing with sorrow. For this is going to bring you greater hope. And eventually, you will manifest your own fortune. Maybe creating something related to marriage items. Cricut is coming to mind, CRICUT, where you can make things, fancy things to decorate at people's marriages, weddings. Yeah, and as you create this joyfulness in your life, with a reunion card, you're going to be drawing others back towards you. As you create something maybe out of your own home, yeah, someone's going to be drawn towards you. You're going to be seen as a happy, joyful person who freed their mind from what used to be. So hold the course. Lie back and enjoy the journey of what it is that brings you joy and delight. Step into unknown territory. Follow your bliss, for you will overcome anything, and you'll start to feel as though you can. Take your first step into a divine plan. So I'm going to bring in the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please provide Jeannie with messages describing the energy surrounding her on into and through the next month, and or spiritual advice. Eight of emotion, okay? Going away from what doesn't fulfill you into the direction of what does. Making your own personal wishes come true. The card says you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in this world. It may be time to switch careers or move to a new home or city or initiate other important changes. Do what is right for you and seek out your magical new life. For you're working too hard. And the angels are trying to bring you a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. So it's a good time to start a business on the side that will bring you the fortune you deserve and bring you the ability to simplify your life. I'm going to see if I can get any messages regarding exactly what Spirit's nudging you to do. To be a confident reader, to connect via media, to share your creative work as blocks are lifted, to give birth to what an exciting project means to you, for it will not only bring you success, but it will bring you gratitude. You are going to start to feel the motivation in the next couple months to be able to give speeches or speak to others. And as you do, as you share some form of inspiration, there will come happy news and recognition. So it is going to involve daily practice. Pay attention to the divine guidance, and at the same time, let go of anything you need to detox from. All right. So does anybody have any last questions before I close? And then I got journaling again, writing. That could be writing a movie. That could be writing poems. That could be writing a love story. That could be writing a way to communicate with others who are experiencing obstacles that you have overcome. There's a divine plan, so pay attention, because Spirit's saying there's a deep inner knowing that will emerge within you. And as you put one foot in front of the other, like the collective, there will be a chain of events that will free you from previous limitations and bring you into the energy of freedom. Your ship will come in when it comes to a new beginning. And so it's up to each of us to take our free will and discover what it is that we want to begin. So collectively, I'm going to close with an overall message for those who are attending today. That's intense. I'm moving to a new home, new news about women, and helping them through my own pain. Amen. Thank you, Jeannie, for letting me know how that resonated. Thank you so much. And thanks for the thumbs up. Sharon, enjoyed Scorpio from Australia regarding work. And thank you for attending, Sharon. So for those who have attended today, please provide an overall message and or description of energy that is surrounding us all going into and through the next month, especially the end of January going into the beginning of February of 2021. The same card that's been showing up for a lot of people. The 8 of Action. So things happening very quickly. Once we put something into action, Jeannie, my heart is pounding. Aw. As we put our ideas into action and rise above through the manifestation of our dreams, there's going to be a realization that we can accept the pleasure we are feeling in the process, whereby we can simplify our lives from that which used to cause despair. So this card says, there may feel like there's a lot going on right now, and it may feel a bit overwhelming. And yet it is so wonderful to busy ourselves with the work that we love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even when life feels challenging. For some, if you are asked to travel or take a flight, do so with confidence. And I know that this is a bad time to do so. So however that applies to you, for now is a time of creativity and abundance. Tracy, awesome. Dear one, you are being called into action, exclamation mark. You are ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It is a time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or even just becoming a parent. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. For the healing process will also take place as we move enthusiastically into beauty and grace. Diana, I just shared your message with my niece and she cried through it all. First time ever. Thank you. Oh, and many blessings to her, to you, And to all of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of my world and my journey. Each and every one of you are so, so important to me. I cannot express. You're welcome, Tracy. So many blessings again to you and yours. I hope to hear from you in the near future as to how you are rising above what has been, how you are savoring again the pleasure of your life and simplifying the difficulties, freeing yourself from the limitations and stepping into a path of joy and freedom. Thank you, Alessandra. Blessings to you and yours as well, Jeannie. Take care and God bless everyone.